Hello everybody, it is Clash's Gut back here today, and today I'm going to show you how to make a maze game in Scratch. So, let's start by choosing a backdrop. Just scroll down until you get to these two grids. Now there's one 20px and there's one 30px. So 20 is smaller, so if you're making a very advanced maze, you can use this. But for this video, I'm just going to use the 30px. Okay, go to backdrops and select the fill and make it black, and using this you can now start making your maze's wall. So this black will be your wall, and you can start basically making a maze game. If you make a mistake, press the back arrow, or if you make a mistake down here but you don't want to go all the way back there, you can change the fill to white and then just over there, and then you can't see anything. So pause this video for now and make 2 levels. I've already made 2 over here. So make 2 levels. Once you're finished, come back to this video, okay? Okay, so after you've made 2 levels, they should look like this. However, all these blue and green lines look a bit not very good. So same thing, make sure your fill is white. Zoom in and click on the gray lines to fill them in white. Click on the blue lines and make sure after you've done this, no blue or gray lines still there. So it looks a lot better. And now, as you might have noticed, I added a green here, which means this is my final destination. So basically, my player has to get from here all the way to here. And same thing with level 1 from here all the way to here. So after you've made that and your backdrop looks something like mine, go and paint a sprite. And let's just go make the outline. I'll go 8. And for the fill, let's just go light grayish for now. And hold down shift while you're using the square tool. It makes a perfect square and it's very easy to modify later. And just check here and make sure your sprite can actually fit through these gaps. As you can see, mine is a bit too big. So zoom in and make sure it is a good and suitable size. After you've done that, let's go into the code. Let's go. So when clicked, broadcast, start. When I receive start, we wanted to go to here and show. Let's go forever. And now let's make a block. And let's call it move. Add an input X, add another input Y, and make sure it's run without screen refresh. So this is basically just change X by X and change Y by Y. And let's go if touching color black, then let's duplicate that, get rid of the if statement, go into operators and get to multiplication and put -1 here, -1 here, and put the X and Y and move that into the appropriate section. So that should be our skip for here. So let's go into forever loop, if key space pressed, and let's go and duplicate that until we have 4. So let's change the first one to up arrow, second one to down arrow, right arrow, left arrow. Just pause this for now. So if up arrow pressed, let's use our block. So basically it's got 2 blanks. The first one is how much you want the X to change. Because we're going up, we don't want the X to change anything, so let's set to 0. And let's set the Y, which we want to change to 3. Same thing here, X is 0, except let's set the Y to -3. Here we want the X to change, so let's set that to 3 and the Y to 0. And here, same thing, set the X to -3 and set the Y to 0. Okay, let's test our game now. Don't forget to save oftenly. Go in and let's see. Using the arrow keys now, you can now move your player, and if it goes into a wall, it won't go through it, which is great. But now, as you can see, this maze is way too simple. So let's go into the backdrops and let's make some dangers. Let's make a red fill. And this can be our danger, so just go around filling some of the squares in red. Don't fill all of them, otherwise it gets incredibly hard and it's a bit boring. So fill some of the squares in red, and as you can notice, there's a little mistake over here. So again, as I showed you earlier, make that white, get rid of that. You can make that black again and fix up the mistake. So I'm just gonna put it, oops, back arrow if you make a mistake. Let's just leave it like that. Okay, same thing with your level 2. Go into the red and make some of these squares red, so that can be our danger, and it is harder and more challenging and more fun to complete our maze. So after you've done that, go back to the code into the sprite 1, and let's just rename that player. And in the moving script, let's go if touching color, click on that and click on one of your red squares, red, then we want to just respawn back. So go to -217 and 156. Okay, so let's test again. I'm just going to run purposely into this lava, and yes, I respawn. Let's go down here. Let's run into our danger, and yes, I respawn. That is very good. Okay, now when we touch the green, we want to go to the next level. So again, in our movement script, let's put in a if, and we want to, instead of touching color red, let's just change it to if touching color, let's go down here and let's make it green. So if touching color green, then we want to broadcast the message. Let's go broadcast color next level. So basically that means just go to the next level, and in the backdrops, let's go when clicked, switch cost backdrop to level 1. When I receive next, we want to next backdrop. Okay, so let's test that. So that is currently level 1. I'm just gonna quickly go through this and let's hope I don't die. Yep, looking good so far. Good. Yes. Okay, oops. Now get the green and let's see. Cool. You're in a new level and you are back up here. That is very good. Also, let's go here. When I receive next, let's go broadcast start, which means it resets this player, so it goes back here and everything resets, and that is all pretty good now. So now let's make our maze a bit more challenging. So I want to add in some lasers that will flash, disappear, and reappear. So let's go paint a sprite, and we don't want outline. Just zoom in and make a red rectangle. Be sure to center it and just look at your screen and make sure it is a good size. Yeah, that is pretty good. Now this laser will be somewhere around here and will flash, disappear, appear, flash, disappear. So when clicked forever, oops, actually no, when clicked hide, and when I receive start forever, go, we want it to show at start, we want to wait 1 second, want to hide, and then we want to wait 1 second again. So as you can see, oops, that was level 2 that we're looking at. So let's just move that back down here, and of course we need to go to, let's go see, cool. Now we have our flashing laser. So again, if I go down here and I'm going to just wait until it reappears, move into it, I respawn and I die. So let's make a few more, just call that laser 1, duplicate that, laser 2. Now let's move it somewhere, wherever you want really. I'll just put it down here. Okay, and then change the coordinates 103 and -105. So now if we try again, now we have 2 flashing lasers. I think we should add one more, and let's, instead of making it go up and down, let's make it left and right. So just go into the costumes, turn it around and hold shift while doing it, so it makes it perfect. Let's make sure it's centered. That's good. And now let's put this one somewhere. Where do you want to think it go? I think we should just make it over here. Okay, So x is 166 and y is negative 105. That's good. So that is pretty cool. Maybe we should add one more. I think we should add one more. Let's call that laser 4. And let's make it go up here. So x is 104 and y is 133. Let's try that again. Cool. So now basically you have to get through the lasers and not touch the red. So 1 second is pretty good time. I'm going to test to see if it's possible. Yep. So this level is level 1, so it's easy, but it's also teaches you all these cool stuff. But now I have a problem. As you can see, I'm just gonna wait until that laser go. Cool. When I go to next level, these lasers still stay here, but we don't want them to show. So let's go to when I receive next, which means next level. We want to hide. First of all, you want to stop other scripts in this sprite, and we want to hide. So just click on this and drag it to laser 3, drag it to laser 2, and drag it to laser 1. So that will all have the sprites in there, which is cool. Now let's test this again. Just for testing, I'm just gonna cheat and drag my thing down here. So as you can see, they're all in correct position. And now I'm just gonna wait for that laser. Yep. If I go to next level, oops, there's a little problem there because, as you can see, in here, when I receive next, it broadcasts start. So we want this to, let's change this little bit of code here. Oops, code. Let's just not let it broadcast start. So level 1, move it down here. And there we go. Level 2, none of them flash anymore. But actually, we have to still broadcast something. So broadcast, let's just go position, makes our sprite go back to its position. So player, when I receive position, let's just go to negative 217 and 156. So let's try that again. Our lasers are good. Let's go move it down here. Go to next level. Yep, it goes back there and lasers disappear. So that is very good. So thank you for watching with Clash's Gut, and don't forget to like and subscribe if this video helped you. It would help me a lot and it wouldn't cost you anything. So thanks again for watching. Stay in tune for part 2 because this is only part 1 on how to make a maze game. Again, please like and subscribe and see you next time.